Over the past couple of years, LEGO has started producing tribute sets like Tribute to Lego House, a minifigure tribute, Amelia Earhart tribute, Jane Goodall tribute, Walt Disney tribute camera, Charles Dickens tribute, and now tribute to Galileo Galilei. So tribute sets seemingly are becoming a trend with LEGO. What even are tributes? And let's see what the set has to offer. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Potter with Grandmaster Bricks, back with another review video. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's get into it. So just before we start the actual LEGO review, I just wanted to take a few moments and talk about who Galileo Galilei is, because for some reason in the instruction manual with this set, it only talks about the idea designer, doesn't actually talk about who Galileo is. And for some people, they might not know who it is, so it's a good opportunity to learn. And the fact that there was no information on Galileo at all is just very, very interesting. But he was an Italian philosopher, mathematician, and astronomer. Galileo had been called the father of modern science. He had made improvements to the telescope, which allowed him to discover the moons of Jupiter, rings of Saturn, and see mountains on the moon. So many cool things that he had accomplished in his life, too much to list here, but I just found it very interesting that there was no literature in the instruction booklet about Galileo. So there's just a little bit of facts. If you want to know more about him, please go learn about him. He's an amazing person to have existed. So set number 40595, Tribute to Galileo Galilei. It is part of the ideas theme, so the fact that this is a promo and an idea set, I think that's pretty cool. Sub-theme promotional. Age rating is 18 and up. I think it's interesting how some promos are 18 and up, some are just a regular age rating, and typically promos are only going to be bought by adults because they're the ones with the money, but the age rating for promos do change. It goes up and down, so it might sound like I'm complaining, but just to put it out there, age rating for sets is for who can build them, not as a marketing tool to seem like it's cool. Because I could tell you a 6-year-old, 7-year-old, maybe 9-year-old. I mean, I'm not an expert on child development, but almost anybody can build this set. So the fact that it has an 18 and up set, age rating is just kind of interesting to just note, because Galileo is awesome, and children of all ages should know who Galileo is. So the fact that this is targeted at 18 and up when it could be targeted at a much younger demographic, and it could also be a point of education, I just think that's kind of like a missed opportunity. Moving on with the designer of this set is going to be Leonard Barrow. He is a relatively new designer from what I can tell on the internet. A good 30 designs underneath his belt, a lot of brickheads, so it's cool to see him add this set to his portfolio. The availability for this set was going to be November 1st, 2023 to November 16th, 2023. And so because it was a promo, it is a must spend of $130 to qualify for this, so it's not bad. That is not a bad threshold at all to qualify for this. Looking at some of the other promos that had gone on this year, like the Houses of the World, which is a $250 threshold, $130 does not sound bad at all. The piece count on this set is 307, which is about typical for a promo. If you were to want to buy this set on the secondary market, it's going for around $30. So if you were to break that down, price per piece is about 10 cents, which is average for a LEGO set. Part out value is looking to be around $50, which is about 18 cents price per piece. So if you were to want to buy this set and piece it together or part it out, it's about how much value that there is in it. There is one exclusive part, this ball hinge. It came in blue. It is a recolor. It has existed before, but it's been recolored specifically for this set, so that is pretty interesting to note. There is a sticker sheet. Comes with the one minifigure with Galileo. Kind of exclusive in a way that it's just not common parts. The chest piece is Ross from Friends, the apartment set, and then the face. It's been used a few times. One of the times is in the Ideas Home Alone set for Old Man Marley. Interesting to note there. The build itself, 3 bags, pretty healthy, split up pretty well. The booklet, the instruction booklet had 80 pages. The build had 88 steps, and for me, build time took around 30 minutes, which is pretty good. Something I will also note, if you can't tell from the video, The instruction booklet for my set was pretty warped. It got kind of like squished into the box. This was a more tightly compacted box set. There was not a lot of room for like air movement, but yeah, somehow the instruction booklet got squished. Surprisingly, the sticker sheet was loose in the box and did not get messed up at all, and that was a very big surprise to me. But yeah, the instruction booklet got a little squishied. That's wrapping up most of the numbers, the analytics side of things. Now we're going to move on to just the review and my overall thoughts. Going off of my initial thoughts when I first saw the set get revealed, thought it was pretty cool. We just experienced a solar eclipse not too long ago, so I thought this kind of corresponded nicely with that. Box art non-existent because it was an 18 and up style set, and they just don't use any type of graphics on 18 and up style boxes. They just use the black background. The build experience, pretty cool. The way it is off-centered at the 45 degree, not quite at a grid. It's kind of pinned in a way. It's on hinges, and then it folds in, and then it's kind of pinned in place. I think that's a nice technique that was used to achieve that. Overall look and feel of the set really does feel kind of like an astronomer's office, what you kind of expect to see in a situation like that. One of the things that did catch my eye was the Leaning Tower of Pisa in the background. I was considering maybe it's a hint at a future icon set possibly, but I did look up a little bit of information on Galileo, and it is from his home city. He is from Pisa, Italy, and so I thought that was pretty interesting to note there. One of the main takeaway features for this set is the movability of the heliocentric model in the center on his desk. There is a few large tooth gears built into the set, and so on the backside you can actually roll the gear with your hand and it spins the earth around the sun. So there is actually a little bit of playability in the set, so the fact that it's still kind of marketed to the 18 and up, I think that is just interesting to note. Looking at some of the details, the world map on the minifigure head is absolutely cute. I think that's a great part usage to use in a set like this. Not too common of a piece. The bookshelf is nice in the background. He has a few small models on his desk and off to the side. That is some type of weight gravity test with different rocks and things like that. So I had to actually look up what that was on the side because I wasn't actually sure. The backside of the terrace where his telescope is, a few little vines and things like that, it really adds to kind of the look and feel. Even though you're looking at it from the front, it's nice to have that little bit of detail on the backside when you're building, just to know it's there, to try to like immerse you a little bit into the set, which is fun. Always with sets, I try to think, is there anything I would change, or is there anything wrong? And as far as anything wrong, there's nothing that the build really threw me off. I enjoyed every bit of it. It was a healthy build, straightforward. It was cool how the gears were actually built into the underneath. Would have been nice to not have stickers because it's an idea set, it's an adult set, so it's cool to have printed pieces, but we didn't get that on this one. There's nothing I would change but the instruction booklet. Like I had mentioned at the beginning, not having any information on Galileo I thought was extremely interesting, and if the age rating could have been changed to a lower age to just increase knowledge and just educating people about cool things that have existed and cool people, and just seems like an astronomer like Galileo, people should know about him. Wrapping up the last few things, looking at rebrickable or alternate builds, I haven't seen anything yet. This is a pretty sizable build for parts in the gray tiling and some of the nougat background, so I could see somebody using this to make an alternate backdrop, so we'll have to see if there's any alternate builds in the future. Investment value right now, it's not too crazy, a pretty low threshold to purchase, and not something that's intellectual property, so the value might stay a little bit low. It's a great set to have. I think it looks nice alongside other promo sets like the Eiffel apartment. Something about the small diorama, the larger thick black base with the gray tiling, and kind of a vignette style. It's a nice theme, so if you have similar promos, I could see you wanting to have this to go along with the collection. But like I said, not too crazy investment value, I would imagine. That's just my personal opinion. I am not an investment advisor. But Overall, fantastic set. I'm glad I had the opportunity to review this set, look up a little information on who Galileo was, and hopefully you guys got some entertainment, a little bit of education from my video. And if you did, smash that subscribe button, give this video a huge thumbs up, watch another video that pops up on screen, and in life and in LEGO, never stop building.